works. And every time I swallow cum, I get diarrhea. So I can say that men make me sick. I grew up in church, and I grew up, wanting to connect people, be a part of a community together. And I would love to do something that we kind of did in church here with you guys today. Is that okay? It's just I'm going to say something and you're going to repeat it back, okay? And you're just going to be talking to the person next to you. So you're just going to greet your neighbor. So turn to one person right next to you. Look at them in the eye. I can see you. Look at one person right next to you. Direct it right at them, okay? I want you to look at them and say, neighbor. Neighbor. You look stunning today. You look stunning today. You have a beautiful soul. You have a beautiful soul. I hope you are encouraged. I hope you are encouraged. And I hope you have an incredible rest of your evening. And I hope you have an incredible rest of your evening. Now I want you to turn to someone else. Turn to someone else. Look at someone else. Okay, look at them. All right, and say, neighbor. Neighbor. Damn. Damn. I can't believe they fell for that shit. They look awful as hell. Just sad as shit. Who the fuck told them to wear that? Wow. Okay, now turn back to your other neighbor and say, neighbor. You know I can hear you, bitch. My ears work, motherfucker. I know a dress for less bitch ass like you isn't talking sideways out of their motherfucking mouth to me. Okay, and if you could just turn to me and say, Rachel. We're really sorry for being so disrespectful. We love you. And we would fuck you sideways anytime we want. It's a little quiet, and we would fuck you sideways. Thank you. I can't wait to cash in. Oh, brought us together, and now I'd like to bring us apart. Acapella is so embarrassing. Cause you were gonna shit when you hear music. Shut the fuck up. I would like to have a drum, please. Oh, Lord. I got my IUD removed recently. Okay. Yeah, I had been cooking in there a little too long. They had to get it out. And the OBGYN, she was pulling it out, and I saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh, could I have it? And she was like, no, bitch. No, she was like, I kind of paid for it, so can I keep it? And it kind of got me to thinking, you don't always get to keep the things that were, inside of you, medically. It's I didn't get to keep this IUD. When I got my wisdom teeth removed, I had to get them, they said that they, medically speaking, called them chonkin' ass teeth because they were very thick and they had to cut them. And they cut up my teeth, my wisdom teeth, and I was like, oh, can I keep them? They're like, no, we threw that shit out. But I'm just like, if you can imagine, if I had those little teeth and my IUD, what a gorgeous little necklace it would have made. Oh, the Etsy girls would have been shook. Please. I just feel anytime anything that is inside of me, I should get to keep it. Anytime, medical or whatever, I should get to keep it. If there's a dick that's inside of me, I should get to have a little piece, okay? If you weren't circumcised before, you will be. Perfect clasp to my necklace. Yeah, actually, you know what? Just real quick, could I get a volunteer? Someone to volunteer? You would like to volunteer?
Sure.
What's your name?
Frankie.
Frankie, could y'all give it up for Frankie? Give it up for Frankie. Yeah, Frankie, what do you do?
I work in media.
Media? Uh-oh. Secretive. It could be television, it could be porn, who knows? Frankie, thank you so much. Y'all give it up for Frankie. I just think it's important to get a volunteer. You need one. Oh, man. I feel like during the pandemic, people were really pushing the like sort of like, we don't need a bra anymore. Take it out, let it burn it, get it out of here, let them flop in your face. And I was like, as a woman with, again, medically speaking, toddler head sized titties, it's not really a safe thing for me. Like one might whack me in the face, and like hurt someone next to me. And they're just they're a little too loose. And like people were like, oh yeah, a bralette, just kind of wear a bralette. And I was like, no, please, a bralette cannot support me. Nothing with an et can support me. Not, a kitchenette, not a man named Brett, not a suffragette. Because I tell you, if Susan B. Anthony were alive, she'd say, bitch, why are you voting? Why are you existing? I want you to die. That's actually a spot-on impression of Susan B. I was in Italy recently, about 6 years ago, and I was there with my boyfriend at the time, and I didn't really have a lot of money, and it was his birthday, and he was like, saying to me, I was like, oh, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for your birthday? And he was like, oh, you know what, actually, I just would like a sex tape. And I said, cool, that's right in my budget. So I was like, great, we're gonna make the sex tape. But we weren't really prepared for a sex tape. I didn't come to Italy with the tools. So we just kind of had my MacBook catching the front and his Dell catching the back, just the holes. I don't really know what we were going to do, cut it together and send it to Con, but we were getting both angles. And I don't know if you've ever watched yourself have sex, but, I used to think like, oh, wow, look at her go. Look, that's how I think I'm doing, but it's actually more like, oh, is she sick? She seems sick, she seems ill. Really kind of Notre Dame in it. And it's just not looking good. But when I was having sex with him, it was actually really great. I was like enjoying it. I was like having like orgasms. It was fun. And so for like a year, we were like having sex. And I was just like having sex with him almost every night, and then I would just go to bed and fall asleep, and I wouldn't brush my teeth. And this was just kind of every night. I would go to bed, fall asleep, and I wouldn't brush my teeth. And this is actually the time when everyone seems to get quiet. All the judgment comes. Oh, this bitch wasn't brushing her teeth. Oh, I'm sorry that you never had sex that was blowing your back out into the motherfucking wind, so that all you had the energy to do was go to bed. Okay? I'm sorry that you just decided, I'm gonna go like a good little Christian girl into the bathroom, brush every single one of my teeth, blossom like I'm perfect. And you know what? After a year of not brushing my teeth, one day, yes, a tooth did crumble out of my mouth. And I wish I still had it, because can you imagine on my necklace how beautiful it would have been? Oh, so perfect. Hey, Frankie?
Yes.
Would you mind coming up here real quick? Yeah, no, it's real, Frankie. Just come up here real fast. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fun. Give it up for Frankie, y'all. Now, Frankie, you don't have to do anything. Just stand right over there, okay? You don't have to say a word, all right?
Great.
You're just gonna even further, okay? And just face towards me, all right? And you're just gonna walk right by me, all right? Like this. And I'm gonna walk this way, just like that. That's it. That's beautiful. Okay? And then you're just gonna walk like that. Oh, walking. You guys know it. Oh, it's classic. Just like that. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, now, Frankie, actually, I'm gonna ask you, will you just walk, just like at a steady pace, walk right up to me? Yeah. Where the fuck do you think you're going, Frankie? Turn the